Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel UPSC Self Study. In this video, we are going to see about the schemes which have been launched by Niti Aayog. As you all know, Niti Aayog is a policy think tank of our Government of India which aims to achieve sustainable development goals with cooperative federalism, which means by fostering the involvement of state governments of India. So with this introduction, let's get into the schemes. So these are the schemes and programs that we are going to see today. So the first one is Aspirational Districts Program. It was launched in January 2018. The aim of this program is to quickly and effectively transform some of the most underdeveloped districts of the country. That is, at least one district will be selected from each state. So minimum one district has to be selected. It will identify areas of immediate improvement and measure its progress and rank those districts accordingly. See, there are two types of rankings, that is the baseline ranking, which will be based on 49 indicators, and the delta ranking. Baseline ranking will be done even before the implementation of this program. These 49 indicators will be spread across 5 sectors, say health and nutrition, education, agricultural resources, then financial inclusion, basic infrastructure. So across these 5 sectors, 49 indicators will be used to provide baseline ranking, and then delta ranking will be provided after the implementation of the program based on the performance of those districts. There are some broad ideas for this program which include 3 C's, that is convergence, collaboration and competition. Say convergence of central and state schemes, then collaboration of central, state level officers and district collectors. See, district collectors' roles are very important in this regard, and competition among those districts so that ranks will be given accordingly. So far, the senior officials of the Union government have identified 115 aspirational districts all over the country. Say for example, in Tamil Nadu, Virudhunagar was chosen as an aspirational district. So it will identify the strength of each district and also the weakness, that is say low hanging fruits for immediate improvement, and then it will help in further development of those districts. So that's it, guys. The next one is Atal Innovation Mission, AIM. See, it is an innovation promotion platform involving 3 different entities, say academics, entrepreneurs and researchers. As you all know, we are developing new programs and policies to bring to foster innovation in different sectors of our society, right? So this is one among them. It will encourage all these people like academics, entrepreneurs and researchers to innovate something for the welfare of the economy or society. So it will serve as a platform for these people to develop a culture of innovation and research and development in India. So this will serve as a platform for sharing national and international experiences in innovating or researching. 6. See, under this initiative, 6 major initiatives were taken. Under this mission, 6 major initiatives were taken. Atal Tinkering Labs, Atal Incubation Centers, Atal New India Challenges, Mentor India Campaign, then Atal Community Innovation Center, and then ARISE. See, Atal Tinkering Labs, as you all know, you would have come across surely newspapers. It aims to create problem-solving mindset across schools in India. That is, Atal Tinkering Labs will be established in around 1,500 schools. It has already been established, like the schools were already being selected, and those labs will be established to create problem-solving capacity among school students. and it is designed in such a way that it will go beyond textbook learning and kindle the creativity of students. The next one is Atal Incubation Centers. It will foster world-class startups. That is, it is aimed to help startup community in establishing their own innovation. The next one is Atal New India Challenges. It aims to foster product innovations and aligning them to the needs of various sectors or ministries. That is, innovations will be brought in various sectors and ministries to further the development process. See, the next one is Mentor India campaign. It is a strategic nation building initiative. That is, it will help in engaging leaders and students. That is, it will serve as a platform for these two people to meet. So these leaders will guide and mentor students in state-of-the-art new technology like say 3D printers, robotics and other electronic development tools, even in Internet of Things, IoT and sensors, etc. etc. See, Atal Tinkering Labs are for the students from the class of 6th standard to 12th standard. The next one is Atal Community Innovation Center. It is to stimulate community-centric innovation and ideas in the unserved or underserved regions of the country, including Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. That is, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are given specific importance in this Atal Community Innovation Center program under AIM. And the next one is ARISE. It is to stimulate innovation and research in the MSME industry. So, you should know which initiative is taken to improve which sector. Say, Atal Tinkering Labs is for school students, whereas ARISE is for MSME industry. So, that's all about this Atal Innovation Mission. The next one is self-employment and talent utilization, in short, SETU. It is to promote entrepreneurship, especially startups. So, it will support young startups and also other self-employment, technology intensive ideas, that is technology intensive innovations will be given more importance. Those startups which are involved in making new innovations and new technology will be given additional support, say financially, and also incubation centers as we saw earlier in AIM, and facilitation programs will also be given to them. So this startup initiative is expected to create a number of jobs in the future. So that's why they need government support, and this is done through self-employment and talent utilization program. The next one is SAT program. It is an expansion. It is a short form of Sustainable Action for Transforming Human Capital. See, it is launched in the state of Assam in association with the state government. So, Niti Aayog has launched a special program for the state of Assam. The program will be implemented by Niti Aayog along with this McKinsey & Company and IPE Global Consortium. So the vision of this program is to transform educational and health sectors in the state of Assam. So education and health sectors are given importance under this program. So it will help in providing support to Assam in identifying key health priorities and implement the solutions towards transforming the health. And the workshops will be conducted from many development organizations such as World Bank, World Health Organization, WHO, UNDP, UNICEF. So people from these development organizations, that is say experts from these organizations will conduct workshops giving priority to health and education in Assam. The next one is Youth Co-Lab Initiative. It is an innovative platform for young people to explore their ideas and potentials and bring viable solutions. So it will further help in accelerating, that is speeding up India's progress on SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. See, it is a joint initiative, that is AIM, Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog plus UNDP, United Nations Development Program, jointly launched Youth Co-Lab initiative. So what is the aim of this initiative? To accelerate youth-led social entrepreneurship and innovation in India. How it works? So the young people from the age group of 18 to 29 years will be selected, and they will be given an opportunity to showcase their ideas and solution to tackle some of the bigger problems, social challenges that we are facing today. And it will also help in connecting them with, that is connecting those young people, young innovative minds, with government mentors and investors who will be interested to invest in them, in their ideas, in their innovation. So it will serve as an innovative platform for young people to connect with these people. And this initiative will be conducted in phases, and the first phase of this Youth Co-Lab will focus on 6 SDGs. That is, overall there are 17 sustainable goals, as you all know, and this first phase will focus on 6 SDGs, that is SDG 5 on gender equality, SDG 6 on clean water and sanitation, SDG 7 on affordable and clean energy, SDG 8 on decent work and economic growth, then SDG 12 on sustainable consumption and production, and then SDG 13 on climate action. So climate action is given importance here, please note it down. So that's it guys, thank you so much for watching, happy learning.